Hey boys and girls, cats and dogs, welcome back to the channel. Unless you're new, then just welcome. Today, we're not actually renewing anything. But I guess you're wondering, why am I making a video then if we're not renewing anything today? Well, I guess I tricked you. Okay, because we're actually going back about 2 weeks. And I'm going to show you something that I've been helping out on. I actually just basically jumped into the middle of it. A really big project, and it's really cool. So sit down, grab your favorite drink, grab your dog, give him a pet for me, he's been a good boy, and just sit back and enjoy the show. We're at my parents' / brother's house that used to be my grandmother's house to help him work on something that he's been renewing for the past 2 years. Not that. And this little thing's got a piece of history that I'll elaborate on later. A piece of automotive history. This he's working on for a guy. It's a Hearse. It's Cadillac. But not only that, it's cool. So, as I just said, this car's got a bit of automotive history to it. If you're in the big bass competition, you just might recognize the Undertaker. So, she's a 1993, 94, maybe a 95 Cadillac sedan, DeVille, basically Cadillac version of the Chevy Impala. Broham edition, nice vinyl top, I'll show you that. And then she got shipped to Hearse. Hearse extended her about 6 miles in length. This thing is long. And converted it, obviously, to a Hearse. And then it spent a good portion of its life hauling around the unfortunate until the current owner purchased this vehicle and converted it, renewed it, as you will, into a base competition vehicle, and supposedly, possibly set a world record. I will double check that and I'll post that in text message. Alright, here-ish. And then it got taken off the scene for a bit. And now here it is, being renewed again. I'll have another video, a montage of videos that my brother has shot over the past 2 years, and I'll put that in one video and post that. Link probably is down below. And so now here we are today. I'll give you a quick explanation of something, and then I'll give you a walk around that'll just blow your mind. Blow it so hard you'll have to wipe it off the ceiling. So let me show you what we got going on, and then I'll show you why it's going on. Okay guys, first thing I wanted to show you was this airbag. This is standard that you would put on something like this truck baby here, you know, enough to help you when you got a heavy load, or if you want to have the truck sitting real low or raise it up or have really soft suspension. You know, this is what will do just fine on the height and the weight. You know, this setup for this size bag will do just fine, unless you're trying to put it on this Hearse, then it's not. So I'll show you what's in the process of being installed. So we got this one, and we're gonna put that one. This is you know, empty on air. This thing will shoot to about this frickin' tall, full of air. This is what you would see on a dump truck. Yep. And now, I'm going to show you why. We need this instead of this on a vehicle that should weigh about the same as this old. Yup. We need those big airbags because this vehicle has got roughly 12,000 pounds of half-inch steel plate for base competition. Is your mind blown yet? This door swings out 90 degrees. Custom made, fabricated hinge. Yup. Look at all of this. We got all your amplifiers going in the back. Look at this thing. You got your air compressors for your airlines right there. All the amps are going to go there. Air tank is going to go there. But I am not done yet. Let me move this stuff here. Look at all of that. This door, it's going to be suicided to be opened up for speakers. It'll shut eventually. So, passenger door, showed you that hinge, opens up at a full 90 degrees. That's nothing. This one takes a little getting used to. Yep, we got 90 degrees, but I ain't done yet. Boom. Is your mind blown yet? I mean, have you seen this thing? Can you see it?
It's dark.
Well, get in here because it's dark.
He may not want this part shown. This might be one of his secrets that he doesn't want to share. If he asks you to cut it out, then you cut it out.
Look at this. Have you seen this? So, now that I've given you a walk around and blown your mind sky high, we're going to start getting to work. Just grinding down some of these welds. This thing's going to have a 3-inch thick bulletproof glass windshield. Because it needs it. So it doesn't blow a windshield out every base competition. Windows, same thing. They're not going to roll down. They're just going to be there. So we got a lot of grinding, smoothing, cleaning up, and then when Ben gets here, he'll probably start welding because can't. Not very good at it. Might even try practicing on it though. Might see that. Okay, you can cut. Alright, so first off, I want to thank my lovely girlfriend for being our camera lady. I'm going to start grinding on this monstrous B-pillar. You know, it's not anywhere near its finished form. We just want to grind some of these welds smooth. Doesn't have to be super shiny, beautiful smooth because we're going to be filling in the low spots with weld and, you know, getting it to flow. Then we're gonna trim all of this area to flow. So when you're grinding, always make sure you have eye protection. Okay? Metal bits in your eye, the doctor's gotta literally take a drill bit to your eye, that's no fun. So always wear eye protection. Always be aware of your surroundings because this thing is a sparkler. So this is just a little bit of progress. Still got a long way to go just in here, but you know, what I'm grinding down is these welds. Just trying to get them, you know, no high spots basically is what we're looking for. Low spots, we're always going to add more weld. You know, same thing here. All the way down here. And if you've never welded, stuff like this, it takes a long time. So we're going to get this back to going on here. As you can see, there's like a low spot there. And so we're just going to grind all these down, get rid of all the high spots, get it nice and evenly flowing. And then we'll probably end up going back over in here, doing the same thing, finishing up grinding down that weld, things like that. Alright, now we got some better angle view for you guys. You guys have a very important job while you're watching. Let me know if this vinyl top starts smoking. I mean, it's going to get removed and replaced anyway, but apparently we're not supposed to speed up the removal process by lighting it on fire. So. So as you can see, it's much smoother, shinier. Still got a lot of high and low spots, but you know, the high spots aren't that bad. Low spots will just be tacked in with weld, you know, fill it in, kind of like you would with small dents and body filler type situation. But instead of body filler, we're using metal. So we got, you know, he's gonna have some welding in here to fill in, then we'll grind it down smooth, and then we'll, you know, finish tacking that in. Let me show you what it's supposed to look like, because I probably didn't give you a close-up enough view of it. On the finished side, or more finished, that's the word. It's supposed to look like that, you know, nice contour onto the solid chunk of steel called a cowl. You know, that's what that side's supposed to look like. Safety tip of the day: always wear a welding mask when you're welding, and never be looking straight at the spark unless you are wearing a welding mask like I am while shooting this video. Welding. First off, Ben, if you're listening, I'm always going to make fun of your welding, or just make fun of you in general, because you're my brother and I can do that. Second off, what I'm explaining in this part of the video that you can't hear because my voice is muffled by the mask is that in the trailer video that you can scroll back and find on the channel, I'm explaining welding safety, and this dum-dum is not wearing a mask, just welding with his eyes shut behind me while I'm explaining welding safety.
then grinder's going this way, so you're only touching the top of the weld and then pushing it off. If you're kissing it right here, then you're trying to hit this and run up, and you're kind of, it's more of a wild card, I guess, wild cut.
Yeah, I was trying to massage back and forth.
Yep. Well, so in this situation here, what you want to do is kind of like cutting meat or whatever, long cut strokes. So if I was to be laying flat here, I would dig slightly in, and then start right where you were, run it down.
Yeah.
Start where you were, run it down. And you start getting these long stroke patterns.
Knowledge of the day right there.
Yeah. So these one real quick. I'm gonna hand me those ones. Guiding it to do the most efficient work.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just do long passes at first, and then because there was such a high spot in one area, the long passes just kept getting interrupted. So I started by, on the top of the big area, started making a groove so that then as I wanted to start running, it ran in the groove. And so you're kind of making a little track for it to want to follow, so then you can just keep.
Yeah.
And then by digging in right there, you're helping to make that line. So the line's disappeared right here, and then it's slowly going to continue to transition and then become that square edge. Just like it is right there. Alright, I'm done. We're going to keep everybody awake.
Tech tip: welding's also a great way to get a nice tan.
Oh, yeah. Radioactive tan, too. This one's not going to be very pretty, but I hope it is.
Okay, that's interesting. These auto darkening lens, if the phone screen is blocking it, the auto darkening lens doesn't kick in.
So I've noticed times where the auto darkening reacts to what I'm assuming is the UV coming off the screen.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the experience now. But
Because half of that while you're grinding, I'm like, oh, I can watch it because I can see the phone screen. The other half, oh, pitch dark, can't see nothing.
Yep. Alright, it's not popping anymore, so I should be able to do that one.
Is it the prettiest? No. Does it look like Ray Charles welded it with his feet? No.
Once the grinder's done.
It'll look pretty. Okay, so it's the end of, well, for him, day 764.
Kind of close. 365 days in a year. It's been here for 2 years and 2 months.
Yeah, so
bro.
I can not do math. Then for
Just under 800 days.
for me and the girlfriend, it's day 3, and for you guys on the YouTube, it's day 1. So, like I said, we're gonna try and get a second video going with just a giant montage of the last 2 years. That hopefully will be down below. So we're calling it tonight. We're grinding and grinding and grinding, and guess what? Welding, and then grinding everywhere.
I don't feel like a professional welder. I feel like a professional grinder. But hopefully, at the end phase of this project, I might feel like a professional welder.
So have a good night, everybody.
Then grinder's going this way, so you're only touching the top of the weld and then pushing it off. If you're kissing it right here, then you're trying to hit this and run up, and you're kind of, it's more of a wild card, I guess, wild cut.
Yeah, I was trying to massage back and forth.
Yep. Well, so in this situation here, what you want to do is kind of like cutting meat or whatever, long cut strokes. So if I was to be laying flat here, I would dig slightly in, and then start right where you were, run it down.
Yeah.
Start where you were, run it down, and you start getting these long stroke patterns.
Knowledge of the day right there.
Yeah. So these